We have a conversation, guys. Oh, man, you force a conversation. Two people don't know each other.
But you just gonna let your husband fuck somebody else?
What are you talking?
Why am I? Don't. First of all, you be everybody in Atlanta and everybody knows you.
A lot of stuff that that woman is saying is not true. 90% of that she's saying is not true. What I did was open up a DM and people...
Tamar Braxton's terrifying near-death experience has left fans stunned, and all eyes are turning toward Yandy Smith Harris, the fiercely protective wife of Mendeecees. What started as whispers about a possible affair has spiraled into full-blown speculation that Tamar's shocking injuries were no random mishap, but the violent aftermath of Yandy's explosive temper whenever her man's name comes up. Insiders claim Yandy once made it crystal clear, asterisk, no woman is ever going to disrespect my husband in front of me. Never. Asterisk. Tamar's recent ordeal, though, was anything but ordinary. She revealed that she woke up covered in blood, with her nose shattered, teeth knocked out, and body so weak she could barely move. This wasn't just an unfortunate accident, it was a nightmare. I struggled to write this.
We went out Saturday night. We went to the roof, Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. She
confessed. Everyone keeps calling me, but I can barely speak. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood with a facial injury. As the days go by, it gets worse. I fractured my nose, lost teeth, and can barely move. The way I see life now is totally different. My body is healing, but my mind has a long way to go. Pray for me. I don't even know what happened. But what's raising even more eyebrows is when it happened. According to sources, Tamar's brutal accident came shortly after she was reportedly seen getting a little too close to Mendeecees at Atlanta's upscale V12 lounge. Witnesses claimed the two looked far from platonic, and now, with Tamar's sudden accident.
The one thing about him and we don't have problems when it comes to women. But in our world, they can't wait for somebody. They can't wait for me to have a reason to walk out that door and never speak to my husband again. To say, we got him. We got this.
The timeline has fans wondering if this was truly coincidence or something far darker. But of course, the drama didn't end there, because why would it? Reports claim the night took an even wilder turn around 1 a.m. when Tamar supposedly extended a late-night invite to Mendeecees and a few friends to come back to her place. Just when you thought things couldn't get any messier, the story took a turn straight out of a reality show gone off the rails. Forget trying to spin this as some innocent business meeting. That's not smoke. That's a full-blown inferno. Applause. Naturally, the internet went wild. Mendeecees, whose name has long been tied to cheating rumors, was suddenly being accused of sneaking around with Tamar Braxton, and fans...
They're making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar's house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came...
absolutely lost it. Things got even uglier when people from Tamar's own circle began hinting that the rumors might actually hold some truth. What started as quiet whispers quickly exploded into headline-level chaos, gossip spreading like gasoline on an already burning fire. Now, Yandy Smith Harris has never been the type to sit back quietly. She's always worn the title of ride or die with pride, the kind of woman who swears the only way her marriage will fall apart is if she or Mendeecees personally tear it down themselves, brick by brick. If this house is coming down, she once said, asterisk, it'll be me or Mendeecees doing it. Nobody else. Asterisk. So when the Tamar rumors hit the internet, Yandy didn't hesitate for a second.
Let's not put blood in the water.
Listen, regardless of what, you gotta understand, you're always gonna be my family. There's nothing that's gonna change that.
She jumped straight into defense mode, protecting her man like her reputation depended on it. With that signature icy confidence and don't play with me energy, she made it clear, it's always been her and Mendeecees against the world, and she's willing to prove it every single time. Classic Yandy behavior, and everyone knows chaos is never far behind when her man's name hits the conversation. Then came the flimsiest excuse imaginable. Mendeecees was supposedly collaborating on Tamar's next visual project.
Cute story, right?
Except, who's buying the whole 1:00 a.m. business meeting at her house excuse?
Please.
That move had social media clutching its pearls and rolling its eyes.
I think having an emotional affair, which Yandy has now admitted to, is cheating.
Absolutely. That's worse than having a physical affair. You can't be emotionally getting attached to other men. That's not how you're supposed to.
The explanation didn't just fall flat. It made the situation look a whole lot more personal than professional. Naturally, fans weren't having it. The so-called business cover crumbled fast once people started digging. The timing alone was too suspicious. Tamar's shocking accident happened right after those shady sightings of her and Mendeecees started circulating. Conspiracy theories spread like wildfire. Some swore Yandy had finally made good on her fiery threats, while others chalked it up to divine intervention, a cosmic warning for Tamar to steer clear of Mendeecees' ongoing chaos. And with no official statement from either Tamar or Mendeecees about any project, fans were left piecing together the bloody mystery themselves. Tamar's silence only made things look worse. Instead of clearing the air, it screamed confirmation. What really pushed people over the edge, though, was her claim that she remembered nothing from that night. A total blackout. Combine that with the fact that her accident happened immediately after that late-night meetup, and the internet had all it needed to run wild with speculation. To really grasp the weight of this scandal, you've got to rewind to Yandy and Mendeecees' history, a relationship that's always walked the fine line between love and mayhem. The two first connected back in 2006, tied the knot in a lavish 2015 ceremony, and shared 2 kids, Amra and Skylar. Add in Mendeecees' other children from previous relationships, and the family dynamic was complicated from the start. Their marriage has never been the flawless love story they promote. From public blow-ups on love and hip-hop to confessions of daily thoughts about divorce, the cracks have always been there. At one point, Mendeecees even allegedly downplayed their marriage as nothing more than a business deal, a comment that still lingers in fans' minds today. And let's be real, Yandy's no innocent bystander in all this either. She's openly confessed to forming an emotional bond with someone outside her marriage, a slip that forced both her and Mendeecees to face some uncomfortable truths and do some serious damage control. Yandy Smith Harris might act like she's holding it all together, but let's not forget, she's got her own skeletons rattling in that closet. Her former best friend and longtime hairstylist, Brian Jameson, even came forward blasting her name, claiming that Yandy's London trip was nothing more than a front to sneak off with a fitness trainer named Michael. And if that wasn't messy enough, Michael himself allegedly hinted on Instagram that it wasn't just a one-time thing, but a full-blown situationship. Those kinds of receipts aren't easy to explain away. So while Yandy might be out here fiercely guarding her marriage like Fort Knox, let's keep it real. The cheating drama has always been a two-way street. Their relationship's been more tit-for-tat than true love, like some never-ending high school grudge match. You hurt me, I'll hurt you back. And honestly, next to Yandy's latest scandals, Mendeecees' cheating history looks like a whole museum exhibit. The man's been linked to more side pieces than a soap opera cast. From late-night sightings and leaked DMs to women popping up one after another with their proof, his name practically lives in the gossip cycle. Take Sierra Gay, for example. She accused Mendeecees of sneaking around with a married woman named Angie, even claiming to have the photos to prove it, though she later tried to backtrack. Then came Alexis Skye and her friend, who went live on Instagram spilling tea about how Mendeecees had been stepping out ever since they moved to Atlanta, saying flat out that Yandy just didn't excite him anymore. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, blogger Tasha K jumped into the chaos, claiming she had audio receipts, from voice notes to flirty DMs, making the cheating rumors sound way too real to ignore. She even teased followers with, "Let me pull up the messages, yeah, we got the voice notes too." As if that circus wasn't messy enough, model Jessica White piled on with her own bombshell, claiming Mendeecees even slid into her niece's DMs, and yes, she says she's got the screenshots to back it up. At this point, it's not just gossip. It's a pile of accusations so tall it's hard to keep track. Fans have practically turned into detectives, dissecting every rumor, wondering how much more Yandy can take before the entire marriage collapses. But through every scandal, Yandy's played the same role, the ultimate defender. She's rewritten narratives, taken blame, and twisted the story to shield Mendeecees at all costs. Case in point, when Jessica White's niece exposed those alleged DMs, Yandy actually claimed she sent them herself. "Oh, I know this DM," she said. "That was me." That move alone showed how far she's willing to go, literally rewriting reality just to protect him. And let's not pretend Yandy hasn't crossed the line physically before. Remember the Erica Pinkett and Jasmine Blue confrontation? When both women called Mendeecees out for cheating, Yandy jumped straight in, barking, "You're not going to talk to him like that," before things got heated and reportedly physical. Erica later claimed Yandy hit her in the face, proving she's not above throwing hands when it comes to defending her man. Afterward, Yandy brushed off the altercation like it was nothing. "This isn't a marriage for your clickbait," she said. "You're not tearing my house down just because you think you caught something in a DM." Her message was clear. She'd rather fight the world than face the truth. Of course, the internet wasted no time connecting that's between Tamar's shocking injuries and Yandy's fiery reputation. One user bluntly joked, asterisk, "Yandy probably knocked Tamar's teeth out." Asterisk another added, asterisk, "How Tamar go from Bible study one week to being somebody's mistress the next." Asterisk that comment hit hard because it exposed the glaring contrast between Tamar's new spiritual persona and the messy rumors swirling around her. But the dagger that really shook people? The resurfaced whispers that Mendeecees never truly wanted Yandy in the first place. That his constant cheating wasn't just weakness, it was a sign he was never emotionally invested. To some, their marriage has always looked less like a love story and more like a business contract, a partnership built on convenience, not connection. And now, with Tamar claiming she remembers nothing from the night of her so-called accident, even fewer people believe this was some freak mishap. The public narrative has shifted from sympathy to suspicion. More and more fans are convinced this wasn't an accident at all, but Yandy finally snapping, whether personally or through someone else, to send a clear message.